when we open the slot, when it's our turn, then it's our turn because we've got 50 cities that are putting these in. It won't take long, 2 or 3 days to install, but it's still rather lengthy. And then to bring everybody's radio, sewer, street, police, my PD, and reprogram every one of them. So you've got to bring that machine into it. The BusCom service contract is $28.68, and then the service contract with a total cost of $13,645 for the other one and $16 for the service contract. $16.12, so we're looking at almost half for a service contract for the other system in BusCom. I can't remember their name here. Norbert? But yeah, Nelson Systems. And they're the ones that are at the county, Carbondale, Murfreesboro, State Police, Menard.
Any questions, comments?
And we've got, you say 15,000 set aside in his budget for this? Okay, did I hear somebody say that?
Yes. Brian did set that aside last year, I think it was, wasn't it?
So Mr. Allison, he knew this was coming. We all did. I mean, I didn't, but all police officers know that this is just,
Well, this is something that we tried to kind of spread out.
Yes.
We knew the narrow banding was coming and all the other stuff that has to be done. It was all being spread out. Where we try to progress.
I'm not doing anything more than continuing on with Brian's initial push for this recording system. That's all I answer.
I mean, I think it's something that we need to do. I mean, we're gonna have to do it sooner or later. Like I said, by 2013,
Yes, sir.
we gotta have everything up and going.
That's 2 years from now.
So if we get this, now this is gonna put us up to date, up through 2013 and everything?
Excuse me, sir. It'll take us all the way through. I don't know how long this new system's gonna last. I don't know anything about the new radio systems, none of us do. How long the new radio's gonna go would be 40 years maybe, or however long technology allows that. This newer system will allow us to tape and record all incoming lines, both telephone and radio, starting the minute they activate the new radios. Now, this new system that we installed is so compatible, it'll pick up what we have now, our old stuff now. Just understand that we do need to come on board with this newer stuff before we put the radios in. So, I mean, that's the only thing. The only reason I was pushing again is because I did push the buttons down there because of this ConAgra explosion. And again, I told the attorneys they're gonna need to compensate us somewhat because I got so many hours of my dispatchers on this. 3 law firms sent down requests for copies of this information. And that was 14 to 18 hours that my dispatchers had to sit down there and pull that stuff off of that report. So, you know, if I hadn't had to do that, I wouldn't even be pushing. But I don't want you to see me hit you with a $1,200, $1,500 repair when it goes belly up. It might not. It might not go belly. It might be fine.
I gotta agree with Alderman Cross that we waited and used the system we got, and it might all change. Technology changes so much nowadays that when you put it in, this new one you want, it might change before we get into it. So that's just my opinion.
I think this is part of the upgrade to that narrow banding once we get to that point too. I mean, so just bear that in mind too. we have to, actually, this system has to be installed, because it, well, like Mac was saying, it can record what we're doing now. But if we stay with the old system, when the new narrowbanding comes in, the radios cannot be put in with that. It will have to have this upgrade at some
At
point.
what point?
Well, before the radios get put in.
Chief, do you have a date on the radios?
Allison, probably more than likely sometime in June.
You,
Yes, sir. According to the way it's going right now with inputs coming from him and the other departments, some of them are massive. You can imagine what it's like to put something in Marion.
right.
When we get that done, then we start in. But, and I told him that we had no real push on it, just don't let me go beyond the, I said, I want at least 4 or 5 month leeway in case we have problems with hookup. So I'm looking at June, July. I just didn't want you folks to be mad at me when I hit you with a repair bill, plus kind of goes belly up with all this I just did to it. So it's, that's whatever. Just that we do have to have a new system before the radio systems are installed.
That's in the new fiscal year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's all my point was, is that, at some point in time, this has to be installed before the radios come in, so that it's all compatible. Otherwise, you can't put the new radios in on the old system. Wanna think about it for a while?
I like to take them.
Well, they don't care, we'll think about it. Okay, next we have to reconsider purchase of New Holland Cemetery tractor and rescind approval of purchase. Talked to Mark about the New Holland, the one that we had approved was with a 6-foot mower deck. The mower deck, once they got into the tractor, they couldn't get the 6-foot on the tractor, so Mark said that he just soon not even have it, because all that does is cost him extra time to mow. Instead of doing 3 trips, he had to do 4. So,
Burn more fuel and it's more manner.
yeah, so. And he got a different proposal on another tractor, so.
So since we already voted on it, Jeff, is it okay to
We'll
rescind
it.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're, yeah, 'cause you just did it last time.
Right.
So you, motion to reconsider that purchase and rescind the approval of the purchase would be in order at this point.
Well, I'll make a motion then that we rescind that previous vote and go with the recommendation of,
Wait, now let's take it item at a time. Let's do 16 first.
Well, I
Your
think-
motion is to reconsider, your motion is to reconsider the purchase and rescind the approval of that purchase. So that's your.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We have a roll call vote.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crossman?
Yes.
Alderman Dillman?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Bergman?
Yes.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Blackburn?
Yeah.
Next, we have to discuss and or accept proposal of John Deere 3320 tractor for Evergreen Cemetery.
I'll make that motion then to approve the John Deere 3320 tractor for the cemetery and waive the competitive bidding.
We have a motion and a second. Have a roll call vote.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crossman?
Yes.
Alderman Dillman?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Bergman?
Yes.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Blackburn?
Yes.
Okay, next we have to discuss sale of 20-foot strip from Rainham property. This 20-foot strip, what we've had some interest in the Old Royal Motel lot up there with O'Reilly's Auto Parts. They are needing an extra 20-foot strip off of that Ham property, and we have Bill and Don here, and then John Otter